This will be another great video for you guys about drum rack and bring it into live stage. Let's dive in. Alright, I'll just quickly show you guys that what I did before the video. This is just my little template for going to live. I've got my guitars in a drum rack. I've got one guitar that's doing something like this, and another guitar that does something like this. They're literally the same sample. I just quickly shuffled you guys something that I can take off from Ableton and just bring it fresh and ready for you guys. So the only thing I did was transpose it 7 octave, which will be the 5th. So, and then I'm going in, I've got my drum rack going, which will have my drum sounds. I am not the greatest drummer, disclaimer of that. And then I got the bass sample that I recorded over here using my electric guitar, but nothing but an octaver pedal. I don't own a bass guitar yet. Alright, that's one. And then we have our keyboards, which is playing something like this, like a little Rhodesy kind of sample that I chopped up and edited. I dumped inside over here, and you can cut your sample over here and did the same thing for the next transposing. I don't want to swap it. If you click over here, S, it'll solo, and if you want to swap it, you can just do, there you go, you got that little shuffle button over here if you want to swap your sound. I don't really want to play with it right now because I've already done stuff. That's one sound. And again, transposing 7 octaves. So we got 2 chords going on, and we got a vocal pad that I quickly did the like just fastest audio, just humming. And then I went to the vocal, and I got one and pitched it up. Alright. And then I took it on their reverb, and then I just put reverb on it to make it sound a little bit larger. You don't have to do it. You can play around with it and do your own thing. The only important thing I ask you guys is to arm your drum racks when you're playing. So this will be all of my vocals, all of the things that I'm recording at once. So what I have here is guitars, drums, bass, keyboards, vocals. That's 5 instruments playing at the same time. So I'm quickly going to shuffle into the GoPro. The most important thing when you guys do this, I use my little sticky tape just to tell myself where do I go. And obviously I got my starting point. All the guitars and the same chord progression for the keyboards goes over here, and the next one just goes over here. And the vocals are aligned at the same time as well. So every time I hit the E, likewise. Right? So I'm gonna stop it over here using my Arturia keyboard. You can have any keyboard, it doesn't really matter what you're using. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit record over here, and you don't necessarily need the metronome, it doesn't matter. This is the best demonstration of a live, really. So I got my kick, snare, hi-hat. Don't judge me, I'm not the best drummer there is, and it's very hard to keep it stable as I'm recording. So I'm gonna try to use my mouth here, which is a bit awkward, but whatever. There you go. So I'm gonna go back and hit record, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I can obviously sing on top of this. Whoops, sorry. So I did a mistake. The only mistake you gotta watch out, play these notes one time because that's our chord progression. So going back into it, trebling again, and just practice at home. And stopping that record, and that's how you did it. Sorry for the wait. Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys have a great day.